another early morning, and I'm just here being impressed by Melbourne's functional public transport system. That's right, I am, as they say, down under, which of course means that I gotta try to do some hiking here. A lazy train ride takes me out of the city towards the well-known Dandenong Ranges, where an unfamiliar forest awaited me, and where I hope to see some interesting birds. And in particular, the rather elusive lyrebirds that apparently make this area their home. Will I succeed? Come along and find out. Okay, so here I am. This is Belgrave Station. I think I'm here a little bit early. That's a good thing. And speaking of trains, there's this rather cool train here called Puffing Billy. It's an old style steam engine train and it runs a course through the forest. I took this train almost 10 years ago and I remember thinking it would be cool if I get to hike the forest as well. That's what I'm here to do today. Anyway, off to the Trailhead, which is a little bit of a walk away, a little bit of an uphill walk. In the morning light, I walked the narrow road among some rural-looking buildings, and before long, came to the edge of the forest. Okay, so here we are. This is the Trailhead. People online seem to recommend going clockwise, so that'll be this direction. Just a short distance in, and I already spotted my first interesting bird. A laughing kookaburra. Apparently a type of kingfisher. This initial track took me along the edges of the forest, so I could still see some houses and lawns to my left. And then more birds. I marveled at the time seeing these brightly colored Australian parrots, but I would soon learn that they are surprisingly commonplace. So, I just came down a fairly extended downhill section, and now this section is called Hill Climb Track. So, I'm sure you know what that means. As it turned out though, the uphills weren't so bad, though they were continuous. And all around was the embrace of the region's wet sclerophyll forests, characterized by beautiful damp ferns and towering eucalyptus trees. So I'm fairly sure that was water vapor, and that was just evaporation going on, mainly because my breath here is also just coming out in smoke, so pretty sure that was just water evaporating off the bark. Pretty extraordinary.
So far so good. The temperature and the humidity are actually about just right. I don't feel too hot, don't feel too cold, don't feel too sweaty. Feels nice.
The uphill continued a span more before I finally arrived at the landmark. A sort of underwhelming one, if I'm being honest.
So I believe that was Sherbooke Falls, not a particularly large waterfall. There might be more of it further up, we'll see.
Unfortunately, there wasn't much more to the falls after all. But I did take the chance to rest, sitting thankfully on a bench placed in memory of a fallen hiker.
It's been harder to spot birds ever since I came to the forest because I think they tend to be up in these really tall trees. I hear them all the time though. The forest is just resounding in birdsong. It's pretty nice.
And as I say that, I spotted a little white-browed scrub wren skipping among the brush.
What an odd-shaped stem here. Kind of looks like a serpent. Okay, so I think I've more or less cut clear across the forest to the other side now. This is the picnic ground, but I think I'm going to try pushing a little further before I stop for lunch. So
I briefly walked past some quiet residences again before plunging back into another dense forest. But not for too long this time.
So, I'm not quite sure what this is, probably another picnic area, but nice benches and stuff. It's time to have some lunch. Times like these, I do miss the simplicity of the Japanese rice bowl. I had to wake up early this morning to kind of pack my lunch. Some simple prosciutto and ham sandwiches, some strawberries. Interestingly, there's actually a cafe over there. It's not open today, but probably it's open on the weekend, so if you hike this trail on the weekend, you can actually stop here for lunch. Not today though.
As I ate in the quiet, I was visited by parrots.
Look at this guy.
Strikingly red crimson rosellas.
Walking around like he owns the place. What a bird though. Okay, so I have not been making good time I took about 3 hours and 15 minutes to get here. This is about the halfway point. And if I allow myself another 3 hours 15 minutes to get back, that's going to be uncomfortably close to the sunset. So there is a shortcut trail that I can take straight back to the trailhead here, but I think I would rather not do that, so I'm just gonna try to walk a bit faster to the originally planned loop. So apparently this section is called Lyrebirds Walk, so presumably this is a lyrebird habitat, and if I'm really lucky I may be able to spot one. So
I kept my eyes peeled, but so far, while the forest remained dense and beautiful, there were no signs of the unique birds.
Birds here, man, they're shrieking. They're not lyrebirds though, I don't think. I think I saw some small birds on the trunk of the trees.
Likely sulfur-crested cockatoos.
Feeling fairly good about my timing now. I think it's going to be mostly downhill from here on all the way back to the trailhead. So it's nice. The going is relatively easy now, and you know, the smell of the forest is just nice. It's just nice being out here. So I've seen quite a few of these yellow flowering trees now. This one comes very close to the trail, so I can take a really close look at it. No idea what it is. Maybe the narrator can fill us in on this.
Right, those are wattle flowers. Actually, the national floral emblem of Australia. They bloom golden at the winter's end, heralding the coming of spring.
So, back at the sunny patch earlier, there was this really friendly guy, and he was talking to me and he was telling me that there's actually a pretty good chance that I get to spot some lyrebirds further down the track, so crossing all my fingers. Okay, so the way back is that way, but I think the lyrebird spot that he mentioned is this way through the gate, so I think I'm gonna try to take a short detour this way, hope to see some lyrebirds, and then come back a little later.
After a while down the trail, it became clear that the friendly local was right.
Okay, so this detour was kind of worth it. I've seen 3 lyrebirds so far. They were too quick for my camera. One of them actually literally passed in front of me. Just like swoop, and it was gone.
I still really wanted to get one of the creatures on film, so the search continues. Until I finally found this female, not only remaining in one spot, but seemingly happy to let me approach. Lyrebirds are, of course, so named because of the special lyre-like tails found on the male birds. While this female didn't sport such a tail, she was still a beautiful, very remarkable creature. One I was thankful to get to watch up close.
Yes! That was worth it! Oh man. Special thanks to that one bird who actually let me get within a few meters of it. Got some nice footage. Oh yeah, all's well.
The final hike out was blessed with that ethereal time of day called golden hour. In the glow of the evening, I trudged up a final uphill to complete the loop, then contentedly strolled the still sunlit country road back to Belgrave Station. I do miss the post-hike onsen, really. But the hot shower is pretty nice as well. You just have to wait until you come all the way back before you can do it. Also, let's go have a post-hike meal. Big meaty burrito smothered in guacamole. Absolutely glorious.
Okay, so for any of you who might come here and want to see lyrebirds, well, here's where you want to come. This is the intersection between Newman Road and Paddy Road. What you want to do is stick on Newman Road, which leads through this gate over here. You want to get through the gate and then go into that area over there. That is where I saw all of the lyrebirds that I've seen today. So